Hello, my little weirdos. See Raspy back there. I hope this comes out. Um, I want you to listen to this. This is a 90-year-old Holocaust survivor confronting an ICE in a group, in a like hall, town hall, or something.
I was hauled up by the Nazis. And for no other reason, I was picked up and separated from my family, who was exterminated in Auschwitz. And I am a survivor of Auschwitz and Dachau. I spent 5.5 years in concentration camp for one season and one reason only. Because we picked on people and used the sheriff, who we elected as sheriff of this county. We did not elect you the sheriff of Washington, D.C. It's about time you change the people here. And when this gentleman stands up there and he says he doesn't do that for any people, he should read today's speech. Because in today's speech, the Supreme Court Justice of State of California objected to ICE coming in and taking people away from the courts. Don't tell me that this is a lie. You stand up here, Mr. Jones. Don't forget, history is not on your side.
Does that sound familiar? I've been saying that, haven't I? And I've been calling them Nazis when everybody else had to be delicate about it before they really called them out on that. They called them fascist or neo-Nazi. But I just straight up called, I don't have sponsors. I don't have a boss. I do this free because I'm on disability and I'm trying to contribute to society by keeping you informed. And it's not just political here, but and I never really did political stuff. Didn't feel the need to until 2015 when he slid his greasy little face into politics. But that gentleman you just heard, he lived through the Nazis and he saw what's happening. And he was calling the sheriff out there. He said in California, I saw the Sacramento Bee, it's a paper, if you didn't understand what he was saying, that the Supreme Court, that in California, they said no. Their law enforcement said no, that's illegal, and we were elected by the people in this state to police it, and you're not taking our people. And this is what the gentleman was saying to his sheriff. We elected you to sheriff here, wherever that was, not Washington. You follow laws that we elected you to follow. And, when the German people are standing up, and they have been since before the election, telling Americans, excuse me? Yeah, this is exactly how the Nazis did it. Yeah, hello, guys. Hey, guys! They were yelling it. And that's when I knew, when they started yelling months and months ago, and started blatantly saying it, I thought, that's where my stamp of I'm not crazy is. These are freaking Germans. If anybody have learned and know what methods Nazis used, how can you not see it? And that's what I don't, you know, maybe it's because I'm not beholden to anybody per se like that for as far as, a sponsor or something where I have to kind of go by their rules as well. So, stop calling me and not making any thank you. Now it's block. And that's how I deal with people that want to play games. When the German folks are telling you, it's like if an Atlantean came up to the White House and said, "This is exactly what happened to Atlantis," and he goes, "Atlantis doesn't exist," and they say, "Exactly." And he goes, "Oh, you're crazy. You're a left lunatic. Get him out." For real. So, I don't know about you guys, but it's pretty sobering, this 90-year-old German fellow basically telling them this is exactly, we all go against, we all decry the atrocities, the horrendous things they did. And here are Republicans going the same route. And they act self-righteous and that this is what God wants. Yeah, I'm sure this is not what your God wants. Just because you've been bastardized doesn't mean the Bible changes its wording with your changes. You know that, right? You understand that, Republicans, right? Because you're doing everything they say not to do. So you're doing the opposite of what Christianity tells you to do, right? So what's the opposite of Christianity? Ooh, Satanists. Oh my. Is that what you are, Republicans? Well, let me figure this out again. Christianity is kind of the alter ego, the yin yang to like Satanism, right? Or paganism, stuff like that. Okay. And you're doing everything the Bible and the Ten Commandments and everything tell you not to do. So you're doing the opposite of what the Bible tells you to. And you call yourself Christians. But the opposite of Christianity is what you're doing, the opposite of Christianity is in the, oh yes, yeah, we still come to paganism / Satanism. I wonder how that happened. Maybe it's because Republicans decided to, I don't know, make their party a cult? You don't think Nazism is a type of cult? You don't think the KKK was a type of cult? It's not like any other group, you know that, right? It's not like a book group where you have like pound cake and coffee and discuss a book you all read. It's not that kind of a group. You know that, right? Because you're doing the exact opposite of what you preach. And I'm not sure, is there like a class or something like that you can go take that teaches you how to lie and gaslight while you look directly in somebody's eye and not flinch and actually pretend you believe it. Or do you believe it? Because if you do, you're not only Satanistic, fucked up in the head too. Sorry, but anybody that has as much hate as Republicans have for as many different people and groups as Republicans do, y'all have to have some fucking mental issues, disorders, or personality disorders. Either emotion, mental or personality disorders. Because, dude, it's not normal human behavior to hate everybody that isn't exactly like you. Normal humans have a healthy amount of curiosity about the things and people around them. Yeah. Only sick cultists like to isolate themselves, which is what you're trying to do to America. We are not a cult country, so fuck off. Yeah. Yeah, I said that. Fuck off, Republicans. Fuck off, Trump. You already suck 'em off. Oh, was that offensive? It was true, wasn't it? You're so pathetic. You should be quaking in fear in front of your God. But you quake in fear in front of Trump. So that must mean that Trump is your God. Isn't he, Marjorie? Isn't he, Mike Johnson? Yeah. Methinks thou protest too much. Fucking Satanist Republicans.